Alright, we're gonna try to do one more, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna just sit you guys there so you can watch me feed. Seems fun, right? Seems pretty fun to me. So I'm gonna feed this tank Vibrobites too. Sometimes I feed this tank Vibrobites, sometimes I feed it Fluval Bug Bites. It just depends. And I also have the Pleco formula Fluval Bug Bites. So I'm going to throw a couple of those in there because I do have some Plecos and they love them. And yeah, if you're questioning, like, oh, do my fish like this formula of Fluval Bug Bites? I've tried 3 different formulas now. I've tried the sinking, it's like a sinking pellet. I've tried the Pleco formula, which is this one, like the big sticks Pleco formula. I've tried, so 4 different, I guess, but they have like little sticks of Pleco formula too. And then they have these ones that I'm using for the small fish, which is the tropical formula, the small tropical formula. And let me tell you, all of them have been doing pretty good for me. Just a little couple more things. I have quite a few fish in here, so I try to give them a big meal until all of them get big. All the rainbow fish. Alright. And I will go ahead and zoom up in on some rainbow fish so let you guys see them. I'm going to just kneel down right here and try to see if I can get some good video of them swimming back and forth. I need to cut off some of these lily pads here soon. They're starting to crowd my water space. And these guys are really starting to look pretty good. They're not in the light right now, and they're definitely not fired up. They definitely, as Gary Lang would say, they definitely don't look really colorful as compared to some of the time. Usually that red in their cheek is really, really bright, and the blues come out. And right now they're just kind of like, they're just kind of chilling. Oh, there's a bristlenose to see though, and we're like right down on eye level with it. It's perfect. Look at that. I really like the bristlenose. They're one of my favorite fish. Oh, there's the other one back there. Look at him. Okay, and then I will try to show you guys what some of these plants are while I'm in here too. Okay, so these little tiny plants up front are Cryptoparva. These, see, like these one right behind it is a little bit bigger than this one in the front, and this one over here. Those I'm thinking are either, now I could be getting this mixed up, but there's Lucens and Lutea in here. One of them is a little bit smaller by nature. They overlap a little in the middle though, to where you could get them kind of like to be this size. Like this could be a full grown one of the smaller ones, or a smaller one of the bigger ones, if that makes sense. Like, and then these are definitely the larger ones. Those guys are starting to get pretty big. Got these, sorry, I said these guys and I just aimed the camera, but it's the in between this bulb right here with the shrimp crawling on it and these bronze plants, these green plants that are taller. They're almost up to that lily pad right there above them. Those are the bigger crypts that I'm talking about. Well, they're not really bigger, they're like the medium-sized crypts. You got like the little crypts, the like little bit, it's like extra small, medium, large. And these guys are Crypt Wendeti, which is like Wendetti, or however you want to say it. I say Wendeti, I don't know how. It's like Wendtii, I think. They come in like green variation, bronze, and brown, reds. These are like, I think these are the red or bronze variation. They just haven't fully got their color because I don't dose iron in here. Nice little shrimp eating some food. The shrimp also do like the Vibrobites, and they seemed to get pretty good color from it. The other thing that I always found was pretty good, which I got from LRB Aquatics, which is LR Bretts. Lucas, I'm not sure his middle name's it's what the R stands for, but Lucas Bretts, he's another YouTuber. He's pretty good too. He does like a lot of like filterless tanks just with air pumps in them and stuff like that, and some of them with no air pumps, just with like deep gravel beds, which I think is really cool stuff. See, I think that's got to be a male bristlenose. It's got a lot of bristles on it, guys. Oh, this rainbow looks so good. Don't move. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, he got some food in him now. He's like, okay, I'm getting a little more colorful now. Yeah, so another red cherry looking pretty good. Yeah, and then this plant in the middle is a dwarf aquarium lily. So this is the same little tiny lily that I have out in the pond, but it ends up being huge. The plants that I have in the back I already showed you outside, but those are Java ferns. And then that driftwood I have in the back is Mopani driftwood. And actually these rocks, I don't know if you, let me just back up a little bit, guys, sorry. There we go. So what do you think about these rocks, guys? Tell me how you think these rocks look really quick. Because really funny, I was trying to not spend very much money on rock work for this tank. In a 40 gallon, you know, it's a lot of rock work. If I was going to put, like I put Oko Stone as accents in here. I do have some Oko Stone, some Dragon Stone or whatever you want to call it. But if I was going to put that in the whole thing, it would take way too much to hardscape this tank. So I did some cheap stones instead. These came from Anchor. These big flat kind of stones out here, and it was I'm not really sure what kind. I really can't remember. Like it's called like round stone or something like that. They just kind of give everything random names. It's not actually going to be what it actually is. It could be like any number of things. I advise to test them. What I did is before I had any fish for this tank, I put the big stones in here, and I put the driftwood in here, and I got everything chilling. The driftwood actually took probably over 6 months to sink. That is a huge piece of Mopani driftwood back there. I mean, it took forever to sink, but I love it. And one of my friends gave it to me. His name's Austin. He's pretty cool. He said he was going to start a channel sometime. He's getting into some fish stuff, so maybe I'll give him a plug if he does that. And I only have like 15 subs, but you know, 15 subs is 15 subs, guys. But yeah, I just put all the stones in first. Oh, sorry about that, guys. That was a shaky bit. I put in all the stones first, and I oh man, I tested the water with calcium tests to see if they were leaching a bunch of calcium in or a bunch of other stuff in. Oh, there's a wasp out here. That's not good. And it didn't seem like they were, so I figured I was good. I waited a while. Nothing really crazy happened, so I ended up just throwing the fish in. And everything seemed pretty chill. Yeah, I mean, I would test like your nitrate and stuff too, but generally rocks aren't going to make your nitrate climb. Look at that bristlenose, man. He is crazy looking. So cool. Wow, one of my favorite fish right there, the bristlenose. They're just so cool. Wow. Alright, I'll leave them alone so they can eat, and we'll go on to the next. Oh, and the only thing in his tank are 2 dwarf aquarium lilies in the back and a Java fern on the right side there. That's it. He's mean to plants. He beats them up, guys. Okay. In my brother's room. And this is the Emerald Rasbora tank. I'm not feeding this tank today because I did overfeed a little bit yesterday. I did suck some of it out, but I still am just gonna like chill on them, let them just chill for the day. Everything seems to be looking pretty good in here. Try to just kind of look closer, make sure I didn't see anything crazy. Yeah, all the plants in here are the same plants. There's Oko Stone right there. And this is a...
You guys had
that's a Manzanita driftwood. Okay, on to the next. Yeah, the Manzanita driftwood I really, really like because I got it from a guy who has like Manzanita trees, so he cuts them sustainably. I mean, now I realized that I can cut down apple trees and use the apple wood in my tanks, so I'll probably never buy driftwood again. Probably always just use these apple trees for the rest of my life. And if I move to where I don't have these apple trees, I will probably grow some apple trees or some other sustainable trees. But I really like that he does things sustainably. I think his website was legitimately just like manzanitadirect.com. I got a lot of driftwood off of him, and it was at a good price, like compared to Mopani. And like if you're gonna hardscape your aquarium and you don't want to spend very much money, I definitely recommend either going to Anchor and getting rocks from there and testing them, going to pick up your own rocks like from somewhere else, from some other random company, or going to that Manzanita Direct if you're going to get driftwood. The plants in here are the same, just the Cryptoid Deadeyes. There's a lot of algae in this tank comparatively. There's that lily, the dwarf aquarium lily that's coming up from the back. There's the lily pads at the top. I don't know, you can't really see the lily back there very good because there's so much stuff. There's just a lot of wind deadeyes in here. This is kind of like my overspill tank. I should take some of this moss. See, like all this moss over here on this log. I should take some of that and throw it outside, and it would be good for outside. And the shrimp would clean that algae off lickety-split because my tanks aren't actually growing algae out there. Man, what's wrong with this fish? I was looking at her. She looks a little fucking swim bladdery. I don't know why. I'll have to go check that out. Sorry, guys. I'm worried about the sick fish. What about my snails? Oh, there's another shrimp too. Well, I'm doing a water change in here today. That's what I'm about to do right now. But that's not good. There's a dead shrimp, and there's a fish swimming swim bladdery. That's not good, guys. Yeah, about to say, I'm not sheltering you guys from the realities of the world. Sometimes you have a fish die. And this is my favorite tank. This is a Cryptoid Deadeye. It's actually the green variation. This one actually is the green variation. I think all of them, except for this one, unless this is 2, is the green variation in this tank. Because I got these later. I already had the little ones in. And this one has just exploded. I think it's just where it's at from the light and the filter flow. It's crazy. I mean, like, look at this. That I don't think I've ever, like, there are some other crypts at the roots you can see coming out of the bottom of it a little bit, like some littler ones, but I think that's one crypt right there. I'm going to have to do something with those eventually. I'm really not sure what. But wow, that is a really cool plant. I'm just going to let it keep growing until it goes crazy and nothing can get through or something, and like there's no swimming space. I'm just going to like let it go. Yeah, but the only plants in here are the same plants. There's just moss over here. A little mystery snail. This actually is my favorite mystery snail. He's so cool. Or no. This is not the one with the blue or the yellow leg. I'm sorry. I was tripping because I can't see. I'm apparently colorblind or something right now. But yeah, the other one has a yellow leg, but like a black shell. Like the little part on the bottom that touches stuff and like climbs. I'm really not sure why, but I've never seen one like that. I've only ever seen them have like a dark body, dark shell. And then the yellow ones and the white ones usually have a white body with a white shell or yellow body with yellow shell. But this one has a yellow body, like a yellow foot, but dark shell. So weird. It's in the other tank. Oh, there's the Nerite coming down. You see him just like dipping his head down? I really like the Nerites. They have like tiny antennas. It's like the tiniest little antenna. So cute. Yeah, but this is my favorite tank. It's just jungle. It's just big jungle. There's so many crypts in here, and I just need another. I need another tank so I can spread out my plants everywhere or something. I think it's bad. I might just like throw a bunch of them out in the ponds eventually, but I don't know, guys. That's all. That's my whole video. Well, my whole 3 videos, because, you know, this is long format, guys. I give you like 35 minutes of my life. And I'm also not feeding this tank or that tank today. I'm making them. They're chilling today. Actually, I'm going to feed this tank because this tank looks okay. I'm just going to feed it light. I'm feeding everything light today. Yeah, I'm about to do water changes. And I'm going to save my green water and feed it later. And I'm going to figure out what's wrong with these fish, man. So, yeah, sorry YouTube for being so crazy. Hopefully you guys like my content.